Hey guys, this is Arkelle here, and I'm back in another video, and I deeply apologize right off the bat that this video went up a little bit later than I wanted to. It is a Halloween drawing, so initially I did want this to go up on Halloween, the coloring portion anyway. You guys already saw the line art. But I deeply apologize. I had everything ready, I posted the drawing, everything was all good to go, and then when I went to go render out the video to upload to YouTube, for some reason it decided that it did not want to render the second half of the video. I have no idea why. It worked just fine, like I rendered it out once, and then I went to go re-render it to add the audio and that kind of stuff in the end, and yeah, when I had the re-rendered file, for some reason it just cut out halfway through and I had no idea what was going wrong. It was really frustrating. I have never had that problem before, so I think if this video has gone up anyway, hopefully I have figured out a solution and finally got it to render and upload properly, so I'm crossing my fingers right now. I don't know if it'll actually work when I go to upload it, but if you guys are hearing this, then it did work, and just know that I am deeply sorry that I was not able to get this up actually on Halloween, but I wanted to do everything in my power to make sure that I at least got it up eventually, because, you know, I really don't like posting like a line art video for something and then not finishing it. I usually want to have a really good reason if I'm going to do that, because you guys would be like, where is this drawing? I want to see it finished, and I'm like, ugh. But anyway, so yes, I deeply apologize for that, but I do have the video now if you're seeing this, like I said, and it is a drawing for Halloween, so ooh, spooky, scary skeletons everywhere. But hopefully you guys had a good Halloween if you guys celebrate it. I know that not everywhere is big into the whole Halloween thing, but for those of us in the US, it's a pretty big holiday for most areas, and definitely lots of fun. I know some of you guys are probably going to ask, like, did I dress up or did I do anything? And to be completely honest, I have not dressed up for Halloween since I was maybe like 12 or 13, maybe even a little bit younger than that. I enjoyed it when I was a kid. It was definitely a lot of fun, but I think, I don't know, for me personally, I didn't really have a lot of like awesome, cool friends that liked the idea of trick-or-treating past the age of like 10 or so. The best of friends, the really cool ones, are the ones that, you know, will keep doing silly, childish quote things like that for many years, but for me personally, I didn't really have a lot of cool friends that would do that with me, and just going with your parents is really embarrassing and pretty lame, even if you are getting free candy. So I have not actually dressed up or done anything Halloween related in quite a long time, but I do think it is a really cool holiday, and I enjoy it very much. But I will say that let me know if this has happened to you and if you guys are the same way, but there's always a trend for me in Halloween where there's like one random like 17-year-old guy that doesn't wear a costume, that is all by himself, that knocks on the door and asks for candy, and I'm like, no. I'm like, no, you gotta try a little bit harder before you're gonna get any candy, excuse me. And it sounds really rude and terrible, but if you're not gonna wear a costume and you're like 17, I'm not gonna give you any candy. So let me know if you guys are the same way, or if I'm just like totally out of place for, you know, being a jerk for that, but I'm like, no, I don't think so. Anyway, that happens every year without fail, I swear. But anyway, do let me know what you guys went as for Halloween, or if you guys did any Halloween parties, or if you actually went trick-or-treating or whatever. Do let me know. I know that a lot of times in school they let you dress up. Again, I was too lame to do that. But do let me know if you guys did any Halloween costumes or cosplay or something really cool for Halloween. I would definitely love to know what you guys did. But anyway, I don't really have too much to really talk about in this video. It's kind of just like random, updatey, rambly, talky things, but you guys always say that you like to hear my voice in the video more so than just music, so I figure that, you know, until I get obnoxiously annoying and you don't want to hear my voice anymore, then I will keep talking about the few things that I have to talk about, which aren't really all that exciting, and they never really pertain to the video, but hopefully you guys enjoy my nonsense anyway. You usually seem to, for some reason. But anyway, I know that also some of you probably ask, and you already have asked in the line art video, whenever I do a drawing of my character Calliope, who is the girl, and she is on the left, whenever I do a drawing with her, it never fails that someone will ask me how I draw curls, and if I plan to do a curl tutorial in the future. And I swear at this point it's probably the most requested video I've ever gotten that I haven't done yet. So I think that's a pretty good sign that I should probably go ahead and make that someday. Like I said in my previous video, or the last time that I talked in my video anyway, I do plan on taking my drawing and YouTube channel very seriously next year. And I'm going to devote as much time as I possibly can to my YouTube channel and to drawing and making videos and such. So if I don't get around to it in the next month or so, I will definitely get around to it in the next year. Although I don't really want my channel to be like primarily tutorials. I have had my own feelings on that since I've made a YouTube channel, and they've changed a little bit. But that's neither here or there. But I do want to make that tutorial at least, because again, it's like the most requested thing ever, I think. So if you guys are curious about that, I will make it in the future. It might just be a little while. And that being said, I don't know why people request me to do a curl tutorial so often, because to be completely honest, I draw curls like really, really silly and really exaggerated and not so realistic, but I guess a lot of people like the style, I guess, so I don't mind sharing a few little tips about how I do them, I guess, but you guys are too silly. But anyway, my last little thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about, and again, this is like really random, I'm just reaching at the bottom of the barrel here, but if you guys do know me fairly well, then you guys know that there are a few things that I quite enjoy, that I like to talk about, that I'm a bit of a fan of, and again, if you guys know me for quite a while, then you know that the biggest thing that I'm a really big fan of, that I have been for the beginning of time, is the Pokemon video game series, and just Pokemon in general. And hopefully most of you guys know what that is, or you probably are also interested in it as well. If not, then I'm sorry for being completely lame. But I do really, really love Pokemon, and it's something that I've loved ever since I was a little kid. I originally played the games on the Game Boy and the Game Boy Color when they were first released way back when. I was kind of more into Pokemon Yellow at the time. Like, I had played Blue and Red way back in the day, but Yellow was where I really, really got into it. And I watched the cartoons and stuff like that, of course, when I was a kid. But I have been playing Pokemon and off and on watching Pokemon and all that kind of stuff for a really, really long time. And it's one of my favorite video game series, and I just think it's really, really fun. It's not quite so serious, of course, of a game, but it's a game that I think everyone can enjoy, no matter how old you are. It's really, really fun. And my mom actually really loves Pokemon too. It's something that we have like played together when the new games are released for like years now. Like, every time a new game is released, we always take like a week off and just, you know, sit and play Pokemon together, and it's the best time ever. And I'm really fortunate that I have, you know, a parent that is like so awesome in that regard, because a lot of people's parents I know would never ever play a children's game. Ooh. But yes, my mom is really, really awesome, and it's something that I love doing. And if you guys do follow Pokemon, then you guys know that Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire are coming out soon. And let me just tell you guys right now that I will be blowing up like crazy on Twitter, just spamming when I get that game, most likely on the first day it's released. So if you guys are interested in Pokemon and you guys don't follow me on Twitter or whatever, it is linked in the description. But do let me know if you guys are fans of Pokemon and if you plan on getting that game. I know some of you guys still, after all these years, say you don't have a 3DS or you would, but for those of you who do have a 3DS, do let me know if you guys are planning on getting Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and if you guys are gonna play it and stuff. I am really excited. If you guys don't know, I've mentioned it before, but again, if you guys don't know me very well, Ruby and Sapphire were still are my favorite Pokemon games, even though a lot of people say they're kind of the weakest link in the group. They're actually my favorites. They're the ones that I got like the most like play and enjoyment out of when I was a kid. Like I said, I played Yellow and Blue and all that kind of stuff when I was really young, but when I got into sort of like, I think it was around like late elementary school for me, that was like when I really got into Pokemon, and like yeah, I got really into it. And so that was around like Ruby and Sapphire time, and I just always loved the music and the style to that game. I always thought that Pokemon should be more like rustic, I guess, kind of more like, I don't know, like sort of back to nature, I guess. I feel like a lot of Pokemon games, they progressively try to make it more like futuristic, I guess. And there's always been a futuristic element to Pokemon games, of course, but I always feel like with each generation, they kind of up the realism and technology and whatever in each game. And I always really liked that Ruby and Sapphire had a very sort of like natural, rustic feel to it. And that's always kind of the direction I wanted Pokemon games to go, but, you know, I don't make the game. But yeah, so that is definitely my favorite of the group, and I'm very excited to actually play it. I did play the demo a little while ago. If you guys don't know, there's a demo for it. I did play the demo a little while ago, but smart me, I was actually recording this particular video, this coloring video, and I was running out of space on my memory card, and I had just a bunch of random, just dumb pictures, so I was like, okay, I'll just go ahead and reformat this memory card, because there's nothing else that I want on here. I moved over all the files that I need, so let me just go ahead and reformat this memory card and just get rid of everything all at once. Then I completely forgot that I had my copy of the demo on this memory card, and literally like 2 seconds after I pressed delete, I was like, what have I done? It was just like a big facepalm moment, but luckily someone on Twitter was super nice and actually had an extra code to give me, so I am able to play it again. Thank you so much to the person that gave me that code. You are amazing, and I am a total derp. I can't believe I did that, but yes, just a funny little story there. But yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling on about nonsense, like I said. I never know what to talk about in videos. I've been thinking maybe in the future I'll probably try to do more Q&As, I guess because it's been a little while, and even the questions that I answered back then, I guess they'd be relevant again since it's been a little bit of time. So I have been thinking about doing more Q&As again, just because it gives me something to talk about, and, you know, it's interesting, I guess, for you guys if you want to have some questions answered. Oh! But anyway, I will let you guys know when I want to get more questions for that, or if you guys have any questions in general, you can just go leave them in the comment section below, and hopefully I will just write those down and keep a little list of them, because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the greatest at talking, and especially about, like, talking about things that are interesting to everyone or that are relevant, so it's always really difficult for me to find things to talk about. And I mention this in every single video, but, you know, just reiterating that I don't know what to talk about very often. So yes, I think I plan on doing that in the future. I kind of also want to do a little overlay with like a question of the day, quote unquote, in the actual video as well. I usually ask a question anyway when I talk, but even for those videos where I'm not talking, I think it'd be kind of cool to add that little element in the bottom of the video. I'm not the best at like video making by any means, but I've been trying to improve them a little bit, so I think that will be a cool addition as well. So yeah, I guess let me know what you guys think about that, if you think that would be a cool idea, or if you have any questions for me, or if you want to, you know, see questions, Q&As returning to videos. But anyway, I've said that like 8 times in this video. Transitions. But yes, so Thank you guys so much again if you watch this, and I deeply apologize for the delay on this video, but I hope you guys do enjoy it and have a lovely holiday. Happy Halloween to everyone. And if you do want to read a little bit more about this particular drawing, or of course any of my characters, you can always go to my DeviantArt, which is linked in the description below if you guys would like to check that out. I'm really bad at talking about my characters and drawings in video, so if you guys do want to know, it's in the description. But like I said, thank you guys all so very much, all of my shortos and lilycorns. Thank you guys for being patient with me and for continually liking my videos and sharing them and all that kind of stuff. It really does mean so very much to me. So close to 10,000 subscribers. Oh my god, I'm dying. You guys are all way too sweet, and I'm very thankful for all of you. So thank you guys so much for watching, and